Gottlieb.
Don't let me grab this mic right here one time.
Better yet, Coach Gottlieb.
Now you got it.
Admit it. Your afternoons just got better.
For the best spring streaming picks.
These days, figuring out what, where, and how to watch TV is out of control. And so is the cost. That's why I'm psyched I found Philo. Live TV from A&E, Discovery, MTV, and all the channels I love. A huge library of movies and shows, and an unlimited DVR to save them. I also get AMC Plus and all their blockbuster hits. All this for just $28 a month when you sign up at philo.tv. Give it a try, risk-free at philo.tv.
You can listen to us on your smart speaker, and it's easy to do. Just say, "Hey Alexa, play Fox Sports 940. Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA Miami, WMIB FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
Sanchez rockets one out to right center. He admires his work, and he leaves the yard.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
Pitch to Connor Norby, ripped on the ground. That's a fair ball in the third base line. That got all the way into the corner. First pitch to Matt Mervis, left on left. He drills out to right and deep, and Mervis, 93 center cut, and Mervis did not miss it.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
Nice job, Julian. Is everyone ready to continue? Welcome live from beautiful Miami, Florida, inside Lone Depot Park on a Sunday afternoon. The roof is closed. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. Game 4 of 162. Like Jack McMullen said yesterday, there may be some March magic in Miami after a 12-inning thriller to beat the Pirates 5-4 thanks to a Dane Myers walk-off single. Now the Marlins are in a prime spot to win their first series of 2025. This afternoon, we bring you Game 4 series finale between the 1-2 Pittsburgh Pirates and your 2-1 Miami Marlins. For the second straight game, the Marlins will face a southpaw. And he's got some Marlins ties. How about Andrew Heaney, former first-round pick of Miami back in 2012. Heaney will go opposite Max Meyer, 26-year-old right-hander from Woodbury, Minnesota, who's ready to take the next jump in his very young career. It all starts at 1:40 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday with Jack McMullen and 4-time World Series champion Jeff Nelson. I'm Steven Strom. We've got an awesome show for you ahead. We'll hear from the two heroes in yesterday's game, Griffin Conine and Dane Myers. We'll get you ahead of the count, of course, with Heaney and Max Meyer. Some weekend observations with Jack McMullen in segment 4. Our Expo question of the day at Marlins Radio and Steve's guaranteed to victory. A really special day at the ballpark as well. Jeff Conine is going to be inducted into the Marlins Legend Hall of Fame today. He will also join the show in the top of the 4th inning with Jack and Nelly. Okay, let's go back to yesterday because it was so much fun. We're going to do it again. It was knotted up at 3 in the 8th inning when Jack Sawinski drove a ball deep to left field when Griffin Conine made one of the greatest catches in this ballpark's history.
To Santa Rosa Junior College, 20th round pick of the Royals in 2016. And Sawinski cracks one out to left field. The newly inserted left fielder Conine is back. Warning track and the wall. He leaps. Griffin Conine makes the grab. You're kidding me. He took a homer away from Sawinski.
Unbelievable call, Jack McMullen. Unbelievable catch, Griffin Conine. And 4 innings of baseball later in the 12th, Dane Myers had the bases juice with 1 out, tied up at 4.
Otto Lopez, the winning run, 90 feet away. Force at every base. 1 man out. And the 1-2. Myers lines out to right. That is plenty deep enough. Sawinski is back, and 1 hops over the wall, and the Marlins walk it off again. There's some March magic in Miami. Dane Myers, your hero tonight.
And may I add, Dane Myers, who did have the walk-off single that we just heard, he also had an unbelievable throw in the 12th inning to throw out Tommy Pham, 90.8 miles per hour from Myers to home plate in right field to tag out Tommy Pham to keep the game at 4-4 in the 12th. All around, unbelievable game. Performances galore. Griffin Conine coming off the bench. Dane Myers, Otto Lopez yesterday. And really the bullpen as well that we don't hit on, because the bullpen, by the way, being a bullpen arm is maybe the worst job ever, because when you do your job, no one says anything. And when you screw up, we just criticize you. We're not going to do that here today. Lake Bacher, George Soriano, unbelievable job by everyone out of that bullpen to keep them in it. And let me tell you something. When you lose a game like that in 12 innings and you use up that bullpen, that's deflating. The Marlins come out on top. They win here 2 out of 3, an opportunity to win the series, take 3 out of 4 here this afternoon. A lot more ahead. We'll hear from Dane Myers in my one-on-one interview after the game, after the break here, right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Just unleash. First pitch. Mervis takes upstairs, that pops off the catcher Bart's glove, and everybody up 90 feet, including Xavier Edwards, who comes in to score. For these violent swingers. 1-2. Otto lines one into right center. That's in for a base hit. Stowers around third. He will score no problem. Cruz's throw is coming home. It was on the fly there, and the throw to second is late to try and get Lopez, but he's in there. Pitch from Holderman. That one lined up the gut. That's in for a base hit. Otto around third. He's coming home. Cruz has no throw this time, and Dane Myers with an RBI single ties this game at 4 in the 8th. Second and third, nobody out. In the 0-2, Stowers rips down the right field line. That gets in, and the ball game is over. Kyle Stowers with a line shot down the right field line, and it's a walk-off winner for the Fish on opening day. Sanoja taps the plate. The Marlins mob Stowers in right center field. They rip off the jersey.
All right, with the hero here, or one of the heroes, Kyle Stowers. Take me through the AB.
Yeah, I just felt like runner on third, no outs, just trying to get that run in. And first 2 pitches kind of was babying it, just trying to be too fine with it. And so, for me, it was that last pitch was just kind of letting it go.
What a way to start opening day, huh? You get a walk-off home run, you get Sandy back, Clayton McCullough's first managerial win. What's this been like?
Yeah, huge congratulations to Clayton. First win as a manager. Awesome to get that for him out of the first game. It's just a lot of fun. A group that, maybe people don't have a ton of expectations with, but that's fun. That's great. We believe in ourselves, and that's all that matters.
How good does this feel for you personally, man? I know you came over from Baltimore. You struggled.
Or visit WernerHoffman.com. Let's win this together.
Welcome back. This is Marlins on Deck, live from Lone Depot Park inside the air-conditioned comfort. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson. It's great to have you aboard on this Sunday. Max Meyer, we'll get to see him for the first time in 2025. 26-year-old right-hander will go opposite Andrew Heaney, the former Marlin, who signed a 1-year, $5.5 million deal with the Pittsburgh Pirates. He will toss for the Buccos here this afternoon. Well, we heard from Griffin Conine, and what an unbelievable catch we saw he made in left field. Dane Myers played hero as well. And we'll hear from Myers in a second, but I think it's really important to highlight Dane Myers last year had all the opportunity in the world after some of the roster moves and decisions that the front office made. And Dane Myers made a really big mistake. I think he kicked a wall and ended up pushing his season back. He was out for a while, and he learned a lot from that experience. He learned about maturity, how to control his emotions, and also getting the game taken away from him. He came back in spring, told me that he played in the Winter Dominican League to make sure he was sharp coming into this year. 28 years old, 29 years old. He knows that this is his year, that he has to prove it. He has done so early on. Awesome moment for Myers. 10th inning, or the 12th inning rather, with an assist, and then to come back and have an RBI single to win that game with the bases loaded, 1 out. The Marlins needed to win right then and there. He did. Let's head down to listen to my conversation with Myers that I had yesterday after the win and what he was looking for.
Yeah, lefty sinker baller. Obviously just trying to get the ball in the air, put a good swing on it, not chase anything, and I was able to do that.
I don't even remember your assist in the outfield, what inning it was. Were you surprised Tommy Pham tried you?
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I think I might have slowed up a little bit on the ball if we didn't have that play with Griff and Murphy yesterday. We talked about it today just to be ready to make the throw at all times. So I came up ready to throw and put a good throw on it.
Speaking of Griff, was that the best catch you've ever seen in your life?
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, that's definitely up there. The catch itself, but the situation as well. Big play for us. Griff's going to make a lot of plays like that.
Last one for you. I know it's early. You have 2 wins, walk-off fashion. When you get that Gatorade dumped on you, what are some of the feelings that come to mind?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. Hitting a walk-off in the big leagues is cool. It's a privilege to be playing at this level and do something like that is pretty special.
All right, so that was Dane Myers yesterday. Obviously very sentimental, emotional. He understands the moment very well. He will be back in the lineup and play center field this afternoon in the series finale against the Buccos. He's batting .400 early on and only had 3 games, but got to love what you've seen from Dane Myers. Again, he is back in the lineup playing center and batting third. A righty-heavy lineup for Clayton McCullough's Miami Marlins going up against the southpaw Andrew Heaney. Again, the first of 3 we'll see in a row. Yesterday, of course, seeing Bailey Falter. We see Andrew Heaney today. David Peterson tomorrow for the New York Mets. So a lot of right-handed bats in the lineup. Doesn't mean we'll see some lefties off the bench later in the game when they do decide to go to the bullpen. But the Marlins in prime position to capture their first series victory of 2025. Last year in 24, the first series victory for the Marlins came on May 1st. The Marlins can do it on March 30th this afternoon with a win against the Pirates. Let's break. We'll get you ahead of the count with Andrew Heaney and Max Meyer. Interesting matchup on the mound. We'll have more next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Guy slugged over 400, had a 290 batting average. And he's kind of picking up where he left off last year. 1-0 pitch. Edwards hits that deep enough. Out to left. Ji-Hwan Bae underneath. He makes the catch. Fortes trying it. Ji-Hwan Bae's throw coming home. And it's a little bit offline. Fortes comes in to score. And he ties the game at 1. Inning. Runs may come in here in the 6th. Marlins threatening. And Derek Hill lines one out to right center field. Sawinski on his horse. He won't get there. That one hops over the wall. And it's an RBI double to tie the game at 2. Any ball in the outfield. X is scoring, and that one is soft liner into center for a base hit. X coming around. Cruz's throw is coming home, and the same mistake from opening day. Otto Lopez takes second base. X was scoring no problem. He can fly, and the opportunistic Otto Lopez not only ties this game, but is now in scoring position. Well, you've got Santa Rosa Junior College, 20th round pick of the Royals in 2016. And Sawinski cracks one out to left field. The newly inserted left fielder Conine is back. Warning track and the wall. He leaps. Griffin Conine makes the grab. You're kidding me. He took a homer away from Sawinski. Pitch, that's rolled right side. That's through for a base hit. Fan gonna try it from third. Throw coming home from Myers. It's on line. Hicks swipes the tag, and they got him. No. In the bottom of the 7th, it's an RBI single from Otto Lopez to tie it at 3. 1-2 pitch. That's rolled right side. That's through for a base hit. Fan gonna try it from third. Throw coming home from Myers. It's on line. Hicks swipes the tag, and they got him. No way.
Conine, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, thank you, Griffin Conine. I feel honored that you give me a rejoin there after your catch yesterday. And as we speak, funny enough, his father, Jeff Conine, being inducted into the Marlins Legend Hall of Fame as we speak right now. Great to have you aboard. This is Marlins on Deck. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and Jeff Nelson. Those two have your call at 1:40. It's game 4, series finale. Marlins have an opportunity to capture their first series win here in 2025. Okay, let's get you ahead of the count. Let's start with Andrew Heaney, 33-year-old southpaw who signed with the Pirates for a 1-year, $5.25 million deal back on February 22nd. He had a tough year in Texas, and we'll give you the numbers in a second. Here was the following for Andrew Heaney in 14 games that he lost, with a worst ERA plus of 92 since 2021. He comes to Pittsburgh with an opportunity to fill out the rotation. And if you look at his history, you would give the nod on why the Pirates gave him a contract of a one-year deal. He's one of 4 Southpaws in baseball to record 150-plus strikeouts in each of his last 2 seasons. In 24, 5-14 with a 4.28 ERA, 31 starts over 160 frames, 159 punch-outs. He is in season 12. Original Marlins first-round pick. We said that in the open in 2012. He made 5 appearances, 2 from the bullpen in spring training, 29 and a third in his spring campaign with the Pirates. He offers a 4-seamer, a slider, a changeup, a curveball, a sinker, and a cutter. So another guy that throws a kitchen sink at you. It's an interesting year for Andrew Heaney. We'll see how much baseball he has left at 33 years old. In saying that he's in season 12 in the show, but again, was drafted by the Marlins back in 2012 and then was traded to the Dodgers for a quick second for actually D. Gordon, which was one of the bigger trades in Marlins history. Okay, Heaney will go opposite Max Meyer. This is a big year for Max Meyer, 26-year-old first-rounder in 2020. He will kick off his 2025 campaign here this afternoon. Big thing with Meyer was very slider happy. And we talked about, and to tell the story of Max Meyer, he came on the scene his first 3 starts last year, 2-0 with a 2.12 ERA over 17 frames, 14 Ks to 3 walks. He was dominant up here, absolutely dominant. Peter Bendix and the organization decided they were going to send him down because, 1, there were some injuries that came back that needed to push him out in the starting rotation. But 2, they wanted him to become more of a complete pitcher. Instead of a fastball and a slider primarily, he needed to figure out how to get out lefties. He worked on his changeup. He added 2 pitches in the offseason, the sweeper and the sinker, that is going to bode him very well here in 25. His final 8 starts after he was recalled in 2024 struggled. 1-5, a 7 ERA over 40 frames. The home run ball was an issue for Meyer. He came back in the offseason. He added some weight. He added his pitches, like I mentioned, in that sinker sweeper to try to get out and offset the lefties. And in spring training, he was solid. 5 starts, 14 combined innings, 5 earned runs, 11 punch-outs to 2 walks. So Max Meyer will kick off his 25 campaign this afternoon, an opportunity at a series victory for the Miami Marlins. He will go opposite Andrew Heaney, who tosses for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up next, weekend observations with the one, the only Jack McMullen right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
This guy slugged over 400, had a 290 batting average. And he's kind of picking up where he left off last year. 1-0 pitch. Edwards hits that deep enough. Out to left. Ji-Hwan Bae underneath. He makes the catch. Fortes trying it. Ji-Hwan Bae's throw coming home. And it's a little bit offline. Fortes comes in to score. And he ties the game at 1. Inning. Runs may come in here in the 6th. Marlins threatening. And Derek Hill lines one out to right center field. Sawinski on his horse. He won't get there. That one hops over the wall, and it's an RBI double to tie the game at 2. Any ball in the outfield, X is scoring, and that one is soft liner into center for a base hit. X coming around. Cruz's throw is coming home, and the same mistake from opening day. Otto Lopez takes second base. X was scoring no problem. He can fly, and the opportunistic Otto Lopez not only ties this game, but is now in scoring position. Well, you've got Santa Rosa Junior College, 20th round pick of the Royals in 2016. And Sawinski cracks one out to left field. The newly inserted left fielder Conine is back. Warning track and the wall. He leaps. Griffin Conine makes the grab. You're kidding me. He took a homer away from Sawinski. Pitch, that's rolled right side, that's through for a base hit. Pham gonna try it from third. Throw coming home from Myers. It's on line. Hicks swipes the tag, and they got him. No. In the bottom of the 7th, it's an RBI single from Otto Lopez to tie it at 3. 1-2 pitch, that's rolled right side, that's through for a base hit. Pham gonna try it from third. Throw coming home from Myers. It's on line. Hicks swipes the tag, and they got him. No way.
It's ROOFERS, or visit PioneerRoofingCompany.com.
To Santa Rosa Junior College, 20th round pick of the Royals in 2016. And Sawinski cracks one out to left field. The newly inserted left fielder Conine is back. Warning track in the wall. He leaps. Griffin Conine makes the grab. You're kidding me.
Lifted the roof off of this place. Griffin Conine, unbelievable catch in left field, robbing a home run of Jack Sawinski, keeping the game tied up. And hey, I know that voice. That's Jack McMullen. Hey, buddy, how are you today?
I'm all right. We're good. I woke up this morning and I still had a voice, so we're ready to call another baseball game, huh?
You're so cool.
I was testing the boundaries. Be quiet, man. I was testing the boundaries of what I could do vocally yesterday. I mean, Nelly left us in the bottom of the ninth.
I know.
He came up here. He said, "You were like Vin Scully, huh?"
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it was
were Vin
just
Scully
four
for
and a half innings solo. But no, I mean, dude, that was an amazing, amazing baseball game. I'm just reliving like 10 moments from that game last night, just over and over in my head.
It was so cool to be a part of and to start off the season like this with 2 exclamation points in walk-off fashion. 2 of your first 3 wins are in extra innings. I mean, it has got to be such a boost for this club that really doesn't have a ton of experience. And we're going to segue into weekend observations. I don't even know where you want to start. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. First of all, Jeff Conine's being inducted into the Marlins Legend Hall of Fame as we speak right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we start with our weekend observation. How cool is this that along with Jim Leland, Jack McKeon, and Luis Castillo, they're all going to be inducted into the Marlins Legend Hall of Fame. Today, though, is Jeff Conine's day.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mr. Marlin, and he's Mr. Marlin for a reason. He was the only player to be a member of both World Series winners in 97 and 2003. He was an All-Star in 94, 95. He was the All-Star Game MVP in 95. And this guy, once he hung up the cleats, he was almost more present around the organization.
He really was.
It is so cool to see him every day in Jupiter in spring training and just around the ballpark every day here, talking to guys. I mean, I saw him pull Matt Mervis and Xavier Edwards at points and just like chat with the players now. Having that guy around the club is so immensely important, and this is such an important day for the Miami Marlins franchise. He is an amazing person, too. Like, I'm sure you've gotten to know him over the last couple of years. I've gotten to know him over the last, couple of months. And this guy has been, number one, so kind to me, but the kind soul that he is, the work he does for Conine's Clubhouse at Joe DiMaggio's Children's Hospital, this is heart of gold. And the cliche, good player, even better person, that's true here. He was an amazing baseball player, but he is a one-of-a-kind human being.
He's also a no-nonsense guy. I don't want to mess around.
Straight shooter.
Yeah,
he's totally a straight shooter, and sometimes you need that.
Yep, absolutely. And he is getting emotional here as, again, Jeff Conine being inducted into the Marlins Legend Hall of Fame. He's having his speech right now. But, awesome moment for him and his entire family that's down there. Griffin Conine, by the way, is going to play – is it left field today, Jack? Yes, right field, and he's going to bat 8th in the lineup, getting a start against a lefty. Okay, weekend observations. I'm going to go with this, man. Particularly, we'll talk about yesterday. The work of the bullpen, Anthony Bender, Calvin Fauché, Lake Bacher, and George Soriano. Lake Bacher pitched in 2 innings, and he didn't get an earned run. He did give up a run. It wasn't earned, though. Calvin Fauché, Bender, and Soriano, man, I thought those guys were so key in yesterday's victory.
Yeah, no, I mean, they were awesome. And I'll tell you, the bullpen has been a bright spot here because even in the loss, think about what Tyler Phillips did on the back of Connor Gillespie.
Give them an opportunity at yesterday, really.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, dude, I have been so impressed by the bullpen. And the fact that we didn't see Fauché and Bender until yesterday is a testament to Clayton McCullough and Carson Vitale and Daniel Moskis and that entire coaching staff. In a good way. And we saw Soriano throw a huge top of the 12th inning. Saw Lake Bacher roll a huge double play ball.
This team doesn't have any lefties in the pen. So and Clayton said that
he
feels comfortable with. I know he feels comfortable with Bacher against left-handed bats. I mean, it
split, man.
Incredible.
It's
it really
the splitter. Like the splitter is the great equalizer for sure. And typically you think, okay, right-handed reliever, you're going to be a fastball slider guy. You're going to have no problem with righties, but lefties, that slider is going to be coming in on the barrel and they can really turn around and get it. If Bacher has that splitter working, I mean, that can get the job done. So I think the bullpen mastery has been beautifully executed. And I want to give Clayton McCullough a lot of credit here. The strategy in extra innings
early on
yesterday, he's been amazing. In-game strategy. I know Aaron Lenhart is helping him out in there as well. He's 1 for 1 on challenges. How about that? Tip your
Sign me
cap,
up.
Clayton. He has been awesome. Some of my big takeaways, honestly, are relief arms, and you may not think that, and Clayton McCullough, and you may not think that.
And you know who gets lost in the shuffle yesterday is Valente Belloso, who went 4 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 punch-outs, and 2 walks. He was optioned today. They did bring up Xavier Curry to the 40-man. I think Brett DeGuss was designated for assignment.
Yes.
But Valente Belloso, a little bit lost in the shuffle yesterday.
Super lost in the shuffle, and he set the tone for that one, and they were going to ask him to go pretty short. They asked him to go 2 times through the order, and he went 2 times through the order, and like you mentioned, 1 earned run against him. It was a little tight in the first inning, but after that, we saw Valente settle in. And this guy, you understand why he was magical last year. Misses barrels.
What's your weekend observation, Jack? There's a ton to get to offensively, whatever you want to get to.
We got a darn good defensive outfield. That's my big one.
All right.
I love it. Outfield assists, 2 of them from Dane Myers, 1 of them from Griffin Conine. Derek Hill looks amazing in center field. Kyle Stowers can defend in the outfield as well. Javier Sanoja looked good in left yesterday. This is an exciting outfield defense to watch.
That's a great point. I thought Sanoja looked super comfortable. He can play anywhere, but a couple of tough plays in left field, peeling balls that he made look routine.
And oh, by the way, was that number 1 on SportsCenter? I didn't get up and watch SportsCenter.
It had to be.
It had to be.
Making a call.
Air Conine, baby.
Air Conine, I like that.
I mean, dude, I have been so impressed by the defense in general. I think Otto looks amazing, but we knew Otto was amazing defensively. I think we're learning more and more about just how good this Marlins outfield defense can be. And it's fun seeing the dichotomy of this series because you have the Marlins outfield defense. The Pirates outfield defense has cost them several games, I think.
Several. Every
and
mistake that they have made, the Marlins have made them pay for. And it's a 2-part thing. You let your opponent make mistakes, but if you don't take advantage of them, who cares?
This is the youngest roster in baseball. They're going to have to capitalize on other teams making mistakes.
Let's call it points off turnovers.
Points off turnovers. The Marlins are leading Major League Baseball in points off turnovers.
Because you can have a turnover, and if it's not live ball, who cares? But the Marlins are taking advantage of opportunities and mistakes that their opponents are making. They're pitching good enough early on to keep them within that slam range, that 3 runs or less.
Yep.
My next thing for Miami is, can they put up that crooked number inning? Can they put up that 3-4 spot? We've seen ones. I need to see 3 and 4s offensively as we kind of progress through the season. That's my takeaway.
Yeah, I think so. I will also say their resilience has been amazing to watch. The Marlins, like each time last night, the Pirates scored a run. Granted, it took from the top of the first to the bottom of the fifth to respond to the first one, but then a run in the sixth, a run in the seventh, and then they responded in extra innings as well. They're not going to go away lightly. The question is, how do you bounce back when you take that punch to the teeth, right? What happens when a 4 spot is put up by the opponent? How do you respond there? We haven't seen it yet, but we'll find out, I'm sure, some point soon. They play 162 of these.
Yeah, we'll probably figure it out at some point. Good stuff, Jack McMillan. You'll hear Jack and Nelly at 1:40. Coming up next, Steve's Guarantee, Expo question, and then we got first pitch, series finale. Marlins going for the series win right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
This guy slugged over 400, had a 290 batting average. And he's kind of picking up where he left off last year. 1-0 pitch. Edwards hits that deep enough. Out to left. Ji-Hwan Bae underneath. He makes the catch. Fortes trying it. Ji-Hwan Bae's throw coming home. And it's a little bit offline. Fortes comes in to score. And he ties the game at 1. Inning. Runs may come in here in the 6th. Marlins threatening. And Derek Hill lines one out to right center field. Sawinski on his horse. He won't get there. That one hops over the wall, and it's an RBI double to tie the game at 2. Any ball in the outfield. X is scoring, and that one is soft liner into center for a base hit. X coming around. Cruz's throw is coming home, and the same mistake from opening day. Otto Lopez takes second base. X was scoring no problem. He can fly, and the opportunistic Otto Lopez not only ties this game, but is now in scoring position. Well, you've got Santa Rosa Junior College, 20th round pick of the Royals in 2016. And Sawinski cracks one out to left field. The newly inserted left fielder Conine is back. Warning track and the wall. He leaps. Griffin Conine makes the grab. You're kidding me. He took a homer away from Sawinski. Pitch, that's rolled right side, that's through for a base hit. Pham going to try it from third. Throw coming home from Myers. It's on line. Hicks swipes the tag, and they got him. No. In the bottom of the seventh, it's an RBI single from Otto Lopez to tie it at 3. 1-2 pitch. That's rolled right side. That's through for a base hit. Pham going to try it from third. Throw coming home from Myers. It's on line. Hicks swipes the tag, and they got him. No way. Look at the
Back here at Lone Depot Park on a Sunday afternoon. Max Meyer will go opposite Andrew Heaney in about 11 minutes. I'm Steven Strom, host of the program, here with Jack McMullen and Jeff Nelson. Those two have your call in about 11 minutes. Let's get to our Expo question of the day at Marlins Radio. Today, we had mentioned that Jeff Conine was being inducted into the Marlins Legend Hall of Fame, along with 3 other individuals. Who are the other 3? I said it, so if you're paying attention, you should know it. Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It's time for Steve's Guarantees.
Batter up. Batter up. Let's play some ball. First pitch is moments away. Time now for Steve's Guarantees.
Turn me up. Maximilian quality start, 6 innings, less than 3 runs. I think Meyer comes out here and delivers the first quality start for the Marlins. And then I'm going to go with Jonah Bride, who has gotten off to a slow start, 1 for 12. I like to have a 2-hit game against the lefty, Andrew Heaney. We got no sounder for Jack's pledge, but we are going to get one here. What do you got, buddy? You got a guarantee? You got a Jack's pledge, a McMullen's pledge for me?
Can I double down on the max quality start? Like,
yeah.
Is that
Absolutely.
too boring, or is that okay?
No. If you believe it, then we're really going to manifest this thing.
I had a great conversation with the new Marlins pitching coach, Daniel Moskis, earlier today, and I just asked about the revamped arsenal for Meyer, and he was all smiles when we were talking.
Everyone is very excited.
There are 2 guys that I heard all spring long. You got to watch Meyer. You got to watch Weathers. You got to watch Weathers. You got to watch Meyer.
We finally get to do that today.
Yep, we do, and I'm really excited to watch Max Meyer make his regular season debut.
Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints the picture. Jeff Nelson, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups and first pitches right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Great job, Julian. Let's flip the M together. Miami Marlins baseball is next. This is the Marlins Radio Network.